Hey, how you doing? This is Kitch, and you are watching me play Factorio. I got the gear line here hooked up, and it's helping. It's helping a little. The problem is we are very, very short of iron right now, which is something. Well, I think there's some things we can do about that. I think I see what's going on. We'll get to that in a second, though. One thing I want to do, I went through and just kind of reorganized my inventory a little bit. Did a little bit of shopping, grabbed some items. Probably not going to be enough, but it should get us started at least. Let's see. I was going to grab some more pipe. Yeah, there we go. There's something we're not making that I want to make, and that is substations. As we start to get into some of these beacon builds, I think it might be helpful. They require copper, steel, and advanced circuits. And I was looking over the mall here, and I think I don't think we need two of these machines right now making gun turrets. So I think we can switch this over to making substations. And we should have everything we need right here. You're going to grab the iron and let's see, we need that stuff. And let's just put another one there to make that go a little bit quicker. And let's see, as far as output, can we stretch this out one? We can. Let's see, let's just copy this, put that there. And when that places, we'll be able to set this stuff right. All right, 50. Let's go 100. And make a request for substations of like 2,000. All right, so those will build up. Iron, we've got a couple of problems with iron, and I would like to address some of those. One of the big ones that we have is that whenever I place these stations down here, they're all named pick up iron. So sometimes our trains are going down here for reasons to pick up iron, and there is no iron here, which is unfortunate. Let's see. Yeah, like this train right here. So he's basically just wasting a load there. Let's see. Can I? Ah, there we go. Okay. We'll just name all these Stephen Evers right now. There we go. And that should fix that problem. The other problem that we have is I think we're starting to see a little bit of our imbalance coming around here. It's not so apparent now, but our trains are spaced out in such a way because it's taking them longer to fill up that they're not visiting these stations equally. And we have a lot more over here than we do over here. So what I want to do is go ahead and hook all these up to a circuit network. All right, so that's all the chests there. We should be able to just copy and paste this over to get the same over here. All right, so the most basic thing you can do is detect how many items you have in here and like close the station off if that is the case. However, I don't think I want to do that so much as I just kind of want to help even out. I want to make sure that we have stuff over here. Don't go over here unless this one is somewhat reasonably stocked. So here's what I'm thinking. Let's take the amount of items in this station, the amount of iron ore in here, and let's multiply it by 2 and send that out as a signal. We'll call it A. And then I want to send that over here. Actually, I kind of want to send it up here. And feed that into a decider that we'll put like right here. And then I want to take the amount of items that we have in this station and then our A signal. So we're going to compare what we have in here to twice what we have over there. Did we miss something here? Why aren't we getting an A? The iron in here times 2. Oh, that's not hooked up. Okay. There we go. That chest wasn't hooked up to that pole. All right, so there's our A signal. So A is twice what's in there, and the iron signal is now in there. So we have 54K in there and 19A coming through. So I want to say if this is greater than A, output a signal of red. Because if we have basically more than twice what this station has, I want to go ahead and shut this one down so that this one can catch back up. All right, and we'll take that signal, send it to this signal right here, and we are going to close the signal if red is greater than 0. All right, and this guy will sneak in, but that should shut this signal down so that it doesn't get a preference until basically we have twice as much in here as we do over there, till that catches back up. This station will still be heavily favored, and that's okay. It's just that it won't be used all of the time. This one coming in here should go to this one. And there is a way, I mean, we could have hooked that signal up to the station and closed the station down. That can cause some weird things with the train pathfinding, to have a station just all of a sudden close whenever a train is going to it. And I remember some of the testing we did in the creative world, closing the signal down worked out a lot better. So we'll see. I may have that backwards, but for now, that should even those inputs out. And get that flowing a little bit better, and that should fill up these guys, and we should start to see a little bit more iron. All right, so we have stuff. What do we need to do down here? We need to make modules. That's the end goal there. We've got 2 of the outposts set up. We need to do oil processing and then set up the modules. So let's go ahead. We will roll the intro. I will hop in this train, and let's see. I don't think we've named that down there. That is going to be a stop item equals productivity module, I think is what we've been doing. Starting to get a lot of these, huh? That's good. All right. Worker Robot Speed 7 is finished. I want to go ahead and grab this artillery shell range, just because I don't think I've ever researched it before. We'll do that one. Maybe the next level of energy weapons, and then we'll go to mining productivity. Okay, so we've got a lot of oil over here. I have a blueprint that I have from, I think it's the, boy, I don't know where this is. I think one of you gave it to me. But it's this blueprint right here that's just a big thing of pump jacks. So the nice thing about this is pump jacks will only place in places where you can. So if you have like a big area like this that has oil, you just can place this, and it's going to put all the pump jacks down for you. And it's a pretty cool little blueprint. I think that was from the Mod Menagerie series, if I recall correctly, or the modded Megabase. I don't remember. But that places all of those down. We actually missed one. Are we out? No, we just missed it. All right, we'll have to reconfigure that here. I was looking at modules, trying to decide basically what rate I was going for. I think I had 2 each in the last series or the first series. Basically 2 productivity level 3s and 2 speed level 3s, and it seemed like that was just way too much for what we were doing. So I've scaled it down to 1. So 1 speed module 3, 1 productivity module, and I think that'll go. So basically, I'm basically doing all my numbers off of that. And again, it's one of those things that doesn't have to be perfect because it's like a mall type situation where it's going to be either producing or not. I'm just going to check that real quick. That's fine. Okay, so for this to work, we are going to need 3 refineries. But I do want to introduce them to beacons. So let's go ahead and place them. We may be removing them because they're just a big, huge, giant energy sink. 480 kilowatts. Wow, that's a lot. And it's not one of those things. If they're being used, if they're plugged in, they're drawing that. If I recall correctly. It's not like they're only doing it when they're actually working. So until we do something about our electricity situation, I don't think that's something we want to mess with. All right, so there's a number of different beacon configurations we could go with. This one I want to stick with for this factory, where it's just on both sides. It's kind of a compromise between beacon coverage and compactness. We could do the thing where we do it all the way around, you know, and do it down here, so we get basically 6 more beacons hitting this thing. But I think we don't need to go too crazy. Let's see, those aren't covering us. So this gives us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 beacons, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so 10 beacons each. So that should be good. And I think it's 3. Let me double check that. Okay, so it's actually 3.1. Oh, man. We might be able to compensate for that by doing something like this. And just adding some more speed modules down here. I think I like that. We'll keep that in our back pocket. I don't want to put an extra refinery down. All right, so that will go into here. And then we're going to need some crackers, because I believe it's just petroleum that we need for this whole process. We should just need, oh, we're going to need sulfuric acid too, but that just requires petroleum. So yeah, we're not going to need any lubricant. We're not going to need any light oil. We're basically just going to be cracking this all. So that'll be roughly 5 light oil crackers. And that's going to be mixed. So we can't put them right next to each other. Okay, so 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that one's only getting 3 beacons. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that's not a good spot for those. So if I recall correctly, it is if they line up correctly, that is when they're going to be off. Okay, that gives us 1. That gives us 1. That gives us 1. That gives us 1. And the process repeats. All right, so we're always going to have 1 off. Some of them will have 2 off. Okay, that is going to be our best layout, I think. Okay, so then we'll have that, and then we're going to need a couple of heavy oil crackers as well. Okay, and both of those are going to be off. All right, so that will go into there, that can go into there, and that could go into there if we just move that up by 1. Okay, and then light oil. Heavy oil. Water and oil. Do we have water? Water's way over there. Boy, I don't know if we want to train that in. Probably piping it in is going to be better. That's a long distance. But yeah, I think that's going to work. All right. Let's see. Let's do water and light oil. This will continue down. Let's see, if we took this across, fed that into there. Oh, we don't want to mix that up, that's for sure. Okay, so heavy oil feeds into there, light oil feeds into there, and then we need to hook this up to that. Oh, you have to go down that far instead, but that works. Okay, heavy coming in, being cracked there. Light coming out there. Well, I guess that could be the bottom, and then that could push up. And then we could do something like that and turn that over here. Let's see, I have you as the outside. Something like that. And then that'll stop right there. Okay, and that will make this our petroleum line, which isn't fully hooked up. There it is. There we go. That's our output. Power is out over there. We need to get this wall set up. Maybe that will be an in-betwixt thing here very soon. Let's see. What are we at? 22 minutes. Take all those to the down direction. And I'm wondering if something like this line right here might be our spot. We're probably going to be producing more oil here than we will need, at least for this particular setup. But it'll get used. That I'm pretty sure of. Let's see. Let's take you guys in like on this line. Go there, you'll go there. Probably make all that underground. Like that. All right, those are all hooked up. So you'll go across like that. Did I get everyone? There's 2 missing down here. All right, I think that will do it. And then the big power pole mess that happens whenever you do oil, that we just have to accept because it's fine. There's nothing wrong with messy power poles on oil. That is definitely in bounds. And very acceptable. Expected, even. I would go ahead and say expected. I would not trust anybody that has neat power poles in an oil setup. That means that they have way too much time. All right. Okay, I think that does it. Again, not wanting to hook all this stuff up yet, and we'll leave the beacons. We don't need the beacons there. Let's take out the majority of them. We'll just leave the top ones as kind of markers. All right, and where are those attacks coming from? They're all coming from over here, and they're starting to break through. All right, so that's a bit of a thing. All right, well, thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. I will see you in the next episode, and I know all these are wrong. Those are right, but these are wrong. All right, and that probably goes all the way up. Yes, it does. Well, I guess this is going to be the iron station. Oh boy, they're all wrong, aren't they? All right. That looks like it works. All right, thank you for watching. See you next time. Have a good one.